Viking ship!
Vikings! I see them, Gilbert! Oh, they thought they could get away, did they? I'm going to sink them! I'm going to... Look at the splashes, Gilbert! The power of my cannon will sink them for sure! Their cannonballs are going to tear their wimpy little longship to shreds! Hear my cannon, you dirty Vikings! She's going to blow you out of the water! This is my town, Vikings! I'm going to set your ships on fire! Your filthy chest hair is going to burn! I don't see them, by golly, Gilbert. I must have sunk them. I sunk those dirty Vikings so fast I didn't even get to watch them drowned. Did you see anything, Gilbert?
No. It all happened so fast.
I told you she'd sink them. What a cannon! What a battle!
See you later, Pete.
Watch out for the Vikings, Gilbert.
Okay. It feels heavy. A good, strong sword. Looks like I demolished the toy machine. Hey, Tommy! Tommy! Go ahead and take the slingshot. No, I won't tell anyone if you won't.
Thanks, mister.
Well, it used to be a toy machine. Hey, a bottle of soap bubbles. Better grab that too.
Extra, extra! Read all about it!
What's the news?
Town Square toy machine destroyed by falling stone. Pete Fedorsky charged with failure to properly maintain his tower.
Is that a serious offense?
For a civilian, yes. But as a member of the PVA, he has to face a court-martial. And the word on the street is that General Sock has already dismissed the case.
Okay, I've got to go now.
Bye, Gilbert!
What a nice coat of wool that sheep has. It's an ugly red cloak. Almost like the one the king always wears, only uglier.
Y'all don't want to be messing with that scarecrow now.
Hi, Mr. Straw Musket.
Howdy, Gilbert.
Nice weather we're having, isn't it?
Yep, just fine for growing corn.
How do you know?
If you gotta sit on a bucket to fish, 'cause the ground's too cold to sit on, it's too cold to plant corn.
You sure have a lot of trophies.
Oh, I got even more of them in the house. Those ones in the sty are just what my pig Lulabelle's won this year.
Wow, you must enter her in a lot of contests.
Yep. And she wins them all, too, mostly. She's the prize winningest pig there's ever been, I reckon. Took first place in the annual Phungoria bacon race just last week.
How can you grow such big corn cob?
Well, part of it's right good decomposed compost. And part of it's knowing where to...
Where to spit?
Yep. Some plants like it right at the base. Others like it a few inches away. And then there's those that prefer the gob not to land anywhere close.
What other trophies do you have?
Let's see. Lulabelle won the brick house building competition not so long ago. She won the pig dancing contest just for that. She got the most appealing pig award from J.D. Sauer and Associates. She's held the heavyweight porcine arithmetic title for 3 years in a row.
Wow.
She's mighty impressive, ain't she? There's lots more stuff she's won. More'n I have, as a matter of fact, and I've won more than my share too, huh?
What have you won?
Well, I've been named Organic Gardener of the Year for 5 years straight. Got me first place in a few corn cob contests. Got an honorary degree in agricultural science from the Phungorian Institute for Late in Life Learning. And received the Wilbur Redenbecker's Puffy Popcorn Award.
What do you do with all that corn?
You name it. Popcorn, miniature corn, caramel corn, fresh corn relish, corn dip, corn casserole, corn beer, corn pie, corn cakes, corn dogs, corn on the cob, pickled corn, candied corn, cream style corn. That's my favorite. Corn fritters, cornbread, corn pike.
Wow, that must take some pretty special corn.
We grow nothing but the best. Care for a sample?
Sure.
Just help yourself.
Thanks.
Don't mention it.
What do you do when you're not farming?
I reckon I spend most of my time sitting on the porch with Ma and taking my pig Lulabelle around to the various contests and so forth. But farming takes up most of my every day, huh?
You must know a lot about farming.
Uh-huh. The average ear of corn has 800 kernels arranged in 16 rows.
Why do pigs have curly tails?
Well, you don't think the good Lord would have given us grapes without giving us a corkscrew to open the wine bottles, do you?
Does chocolate milk come from brown cows?
Don't be silly. It's not the color of the cow that matters. It's how much cocoa you feed them.
Is a small pig called a hamlet?
Only in Denmark.
What are you doing?
I'm just doing a little weeding and working the dirt here in the garden.
Nice pipe.
Thanks. I got it from old Jebediah down at the docks. That old sea dog can sure carve a good pipe.
Have you always been a farmer?
All my life. Like my pa for me, and his pa for him. I come from a long line of straw muskets.
What else can you tell me about farming?
It's possible to lead a cow upstairs, but not down 'em.
What else can you tell me about farming?
Chickens can't swallow if you hold them upside down.
What else can you tell me about farming?
A normal pig can cover a mile in 7.5 minutes running at top speed. Lulabelle can do it in less than 6.
What else can you tell me about farming?
A pig always sleeps on its right side.
What else can you tell me about farming?
A large swarm of locusts can eat 80,000 tons of corn in a day.
What else can you tell me about farming?
An Arabian grasshopper can survive for 1 full year on a single grain of rice.
What else can you tell me about farming?
The reason you can lead a horse to water but can't make him drink is 'cause horses don't drink dirty water. Same goes for cats. But a cow, she'll drink water even if it's full of poison.
How long has your family been farming this land?
Straw muskets have been working this land for about as long as anybody can remember.
Were all your ancestors farmers too?
Not all, but most. Though they all had their own special talents, every one.
Like what?
Well, there was Joshua Straw Musket, who played the banjo. Sometimes he'd play it for hours, day and night, rain or shine. He used to sit on the porch playing songs, till that sad day when the neighbors couldn't stand it anymore and hung him from a tree.
That's terrible.
Well, so was his playing, or at least that's what they say. But he wasn't the only straw musket who was hurried on to the grave.
You had another ancestor who met an untimely death?
Uh-huh. There was William Straw Musket, the adventurer. Oh, a real explorer he was. Went out into the world for years and came home talking about his trips to anyone who'd listen. Till that sad day when the neighbors got tired of listening to him. So they hung him from a tree.
Tell me more about your family.
Well, there was Franklin Straw Musket, which was a real strong man. Strong as an ox, but about as smart as a tractor. He used to carry a cow on his shoulder just for fun. Until that sad day when the neighbors got tired of getting their cows stolen. So they hung him from a tree.
Tell me more about your family.
There was Anastasia Straw Musket. Kept borrowing stuff from folks, never returning them. Till that sad day when the neighbors got tired of missing all their tools and they hung him from a tree.
Tell me more about your family.
There was Gabriel Straw Musket who settled the land. In fact, when he was still very young, he planted that big tree between this farm and the neighbors. He loved that tree, and he had a bad habit of bragging about it. He'd go out there and stand by that tree, touching it and talking to it for hours on end. Till that sad day when the neighbors got tired of him yakking to that tree and they hung him from it.
Was there anyone in your family who wasn't hung from that tree?
Oh, sure. Sherman Straw Musket, for instance. He lived to the ripe old age of 85.
And the neighbors never tried to hang him?
Not once. Of course, he had this dog was always barking day and night. Well, one sad day, the neighbors got tired of that yappy dog, and they hung the dog from the tree.
Aren't you afraid your neighbors will hang you too?
Oh, no. The neighbors moved away when I was just a boy.
Why'd they move?
Well, my pa was a very funny man. He loved to tell jokes. Told them all the time, even if you didn't want to hear a joke, or if you'd already heard it 20 times before. Well, one day the neighbors got tired of listening to his old jokes and they went to hang him from the tree. But the tree was getting old and my pa was a very heavy man. And they broke all the branches that old tree had left trying to hang him. Till finally they just gave up. Then they packed everything up and moved away.
Well, so long. I gotta go.
Y'all come back now anytime.
Darn relief valve. Back to the drawing board.
One of these days, that fool is going to blow this whole city into the sea.
What's he working on?
I think he's working on another one of his flying machines.
You don't know what he's working on.
I do so. I hear him mumbling from time to time, and I'm sure he's been talking to himself about flying.
It's not him mumbling. You're hearing the voices inside your head.
I am not.
You must be crazy. Hearing voices all the time?
I don't hear voices.
So you didn't hear Elton mumbling then?
Well,
Elton's rules. No smoking. Remove all jewelry and loose clothing before entering. Don't touch anything. No, really, don't touch anything. No pets allowed except for turtles, hamsters, and unusually colored fish. I always get a little nervous when I visit Elton.
You know, I heard screams coming from his workshop the other day. And when I called to see if he was all right, Elton sounded out of breath.
Those weren't screams, that was a sheet metal grinder.
You don't even know what street corner you're on. How would you know what sound that was?
I know exactly where I am, and that wasn't no scream either. I have very good ears.
You mean those aren't just mushrooms growing on the side of your head?
Ha ha ha.
Enter at your own risk. It might possibly be dangerous to your health, sanity, and/or ability to have children. Please watch your step and also prepare to duck. Belt buckles may spontaneously magnetize, so please hold on to your pants. Doesn't it make you just want to touch it anyway?
Careful, Gilbert. People say touching those pipes will turn you into a pile of goo.
That's nonsense. But do be careful. Those pipes are very hot. I can feel the heat wherever I walk by them.
How do you know they're pipes?
I can hear the steam rushing through them.
You're probably just hearing the wind between your ears.
Hi, Sam.
Hi, Gilbert.
Have you heard anything about my grandfather?
Yeah, Louise has been talking about that some. He's in jail, isn't he?
I'm afraid so.
That's too bad.
Nice day, isn't it?
Yes, it feels like a very nice day.
Why do you let Louise tease you like that?
I've asked her to stop, but she refuses.
Oh, but it's so much fun to tease you, Sam. And so easy, too.
See?
Well, see you later, Sam.
Hear you later, Gilbert.
Hello? Hello? Oh, why isn't this phone working?
Hey, Louise.
Yes, Gilbert?
So, who do you think stole the mushroom?
There's a rumor going around that it was taken by Elton to use in some experiment. But I know for a fact he's been in his workshop all day. Another rumor says responsibility was claimed by a group of militant Viking radicals.
Oh, really?
I don't believe it though, Gilbert. I think it was a goblin myself.
A goblin? Why?
No one in their right mind would want that stuffy old mushroom unless they were starving. And everyone knows that goblins have been coming closer and closer to the city to look for food.
Well, I did see a goblin by our place earlier.
There, see? I knew it.
But the thief didn't look like a goblin to me.
Well, naturally, it would have been wearing a disguise.
Have you heard any news about my grandfather?
No one has seen your grandfather since the mushroom was stolen and the sheriff hauled him away. The sheriff was seen going to the castle not long after that, but he's returned to the prison since. Last I heard, the sheriff was interrogating your grandfather in the prison. There are some pretty serious rumors going around, Gilbert. I think the sheriff is planning to have your grandfather executed.
So I've heard.
I'm sorry.
Hear anything interesting today?
Aside from the mushroom being stolen and your grandfather put in jail?
Yes.
Well, Phungoria Amusements has built a flume ride.
A flume ride?
Apparently, you ride the Great Phungorian River in a hollowed-out log from the base of the mountains to the sea.
Sounds kind of boring.
Yes, but tourists love that sort of thing.
Why are you always teasing Sam?
I'm not always teasing Sam.
You're not?
If he doesn't like it, he can go stand somewhere else.
What other news have you heard?
Guilford Straw Musket's pig won another award the other day. This time for being the fastest pig in its weight class at the Phungoria Farmers' Day Picnic and Pig Race. But I've heard that he may have cheated to win the award.
Cheated? How?
They say he fed his pig a can of beans before the race.
You mean...
Yep. They say there was a truly foul air at the finish line.
What do you need all those bras for anyway?
You don't think I need any support?
No. I mean, that's not what I meant.
They're not for me, Gilbert. Not anymore, anyway. They're for Patty Mercer.
What does Mrs. Mercer need them for?
I don't know if I should be telling you, Gilbert. She asked me to keep it a secret.
I won't tell anyone.
Well, I suppose it's all right. They're for her daughters, actually. The Mercer girls have grown up quite a bit recently, and poor Patty has fallen on hard times. What with poor Mr. Mercer being injured in that wagon race last fall. I'm sending these brassieres over so her daughters can be let out of the house again.
But aren't those bras a bit too ample for the Mercer girls?
Well, I imagine they won't fit all the girls. But I'm sure Patty will be able to modify the bras to fit her daughters well enough.
So when are you going to deliver those bras to Mrs. Mercer?
I was just thinking about who I should get to deliver them. Patty asked me to deliver them myself, but I'm much too busy right now.
Even with the phones out of order?
Why don't you deliver the bras for me, Gilbert? Since you already know about it, I'm sure Patty will understand if you tell her I'm busy. And you obviously don't have anything important to do. It's the least you can do to help out a family in need, Gilbert.
Yes, but...
No buts. You are being called to serve your fellow man, or woman in this case. Well, a woman and her daughters, to be precise.
I have to save my grandfather.
You have all week to do that. Those Mercer girls need these bras now. How would you like to be stuck inside your house all day, forced to hide your unshielded breasts?
I never really gave it much thought.
Here, catch. Be careful you don't drop them, Gilbert. I don't want you delivering any dirty underwear to Mrs. Mercer. Remember to tell her I'm sorry I couldn't deliver these myself.
Okay.
And promise you won't tell anyone who they're for.
Okay.
Promise?
Okay, I promise.
Hi, Princess.
Gilbert, what are you doing with those bras?
Aren't they a little bit big for you?
No, really, they're not for me.
Mm-hmm. And who are they for, then?
I can't say.
Where did you get them? You didn't steal them, did you? Because you won't be able to free your grandfather if you get arrested for stealing women's underwear.
No.
So, what are they for, then?
These aren't bras, they're squirrel hammocks.
Squirrel hammocks?
Well, squirrels deserve an afternoon nap like anyone else.
What are they really for?
Well, you never know when you'll need to put your arm in a sling.
How many broken arms are you expecting to have?
I'll be ready to help the injured if there's ever an earthquake.
Do you really expect me to believe that?
I'm going to make slingshots out of them.
What do you need that many slingshots for?
Well, I have to be ready when I meet up with the mushroom thief.
Yeah, right. What are the bras really for?
I'm going to use them as blindfolds.
What for?
I'm going to set up a new tourist attraction called Gilbert Goodmate's Blindness Simulator, where people from all over the world can come to experience the unique challenges faced by the sightless.
Why don't you just tell me the truth?
They're for Mrs. Mercer's daughters. Louise asked me to deliver them for her.
That's nice of you, Gilbert. So, are you going to deliver them?
Well, no, but don't tell Louise.
You're quite the kleptomaniac, aren't you?
You never know when something might come in handy.